Hey folks, welcome back to Master of Magic. This is episode 3, and yeah, I am playing as Freya, who, in this game, she looks a little bit more elvish, doesn't she, than Caveman Barbie that we got in the original game. Freya was actually one of my favourite characters in the first game, and yeah, I'm digging it, I'm telling you. Let's have a look at where we're at with the wizard power. We are green. This is army strength. So we're somewhere between Lopan and Shuri. Research-wise, we're at the top, so we're not doing bad. Magic power is what's kind of important. We're at the top with magic power, closely followed by Shuri. And then number of towns, we are level with Lopan here. So at 3, I think that is. So yeah, we kind of need to step things up a little bit, I'd say. I think originally I was kind of wondering whether to go to an early war with Lopan. That's probably not the best idea, to be honest. The issue with going to war early in this game is that then you're starting to have to devote resources into defense and attack. And then it's, at least in my experience so far in this version of the game, it's quite difficult to get out of a war once you're in one. I'm just going to turn this music down just a little bit more. So yeah, I'm going to just play for a few more turns and just kind of decide what I'm going to do here. Really taking Yorkbury would be a nice thing to do, because not only would we get a city here, and it's not in a bad place by the looks of it. Yeah, we've got iron ore there, look. The other thing is that it's highmen. We don't have access to highmen yet, so having some highmen units might be fun later in the game. And it's also on a critical choke point. Although bear in mind that boats are a thing in this game, so land-based choke points aren't always, you know, that useful. Okay, let's roll the turn on. Now, if I remember right, I was heading back up towards this dungeon here, wasn't I? So let's go and do that now. I was going to explore this cave here. We got 12 gold from that. Yeah, let's move these warbears here. Now, I think probably what we want to do is... now we've actually got some unrest here in Corndale. Let's just drop this down so we're getting a little bit more. You'll notice, look, we get more houses if we've not got a rebel, because more people will be assigned to the workers in order to get the housing. I'm actually going to get some halfling swordsmen now. Now, halfling swordsmen in this game are pretty good. Kind of, I don't know. I don't think halflings have any right to be strong in games, to be honest. They're not really designed to, you know, at least as far as my understanding of fantasy tropes go, they're meant to be kind of very strong, like resilient individually. If we look at the halflings in Lord of the Rings as an example, they were supposed to have like an inner strength and just be remarkably resilient, but by no means were they like, you know, expert warriors. They weren't really supposed to be like that. Gosh, this music is so loud in this game. I'm going to turn it down just even more. It's absolutely quite deafening in my ears. Yeah, but in this game, I've tested this, right? And if you fight halfling spearmen or halfling swordsmen one-on-one with their rivals, you know, from highmen or orcs, they'll win pretty much every single time, because they've got this lucky ability. And I'm not quite sure whether it's the original lucky ability or whether it's a bugged version that the original game had, where they were kind of double dipping on a 2-hit penalty and bonus. So yeah, it's kind of it's an interesting one. Oh, I see what's happened here. I've actually sent down halfling swordsmen with these settlers, didn't I? Let's see if we can do a little bit more exploring down here in the south. Meanwhile, in the west here, we are just kind of uncovering some more territory around this kind of area. Okay, let me see how many mana points we can get. Sorry, that's the wrong button there. I'm going to transmute some gold over. What's our casting skill? 21. So we want to let's just put in 42. It's going to give us 23 mana, and then we're actually going to use these warbears in here. And this is no mere ruins, it's an old dungeon. Okay, so let's command personally, and we'll be able to use some spells in here to just kind of boost up the power of our warbears. Okay, yeah, let's just go. We want to be sat two hexes away from them so that we get the first attack in. And Web might be actually quite useful here if we can get web in. Yeah, they get a -3 resistance bonus or penalty. So on a D10 we need to roll 7 or more for that to work, as I understand it. So I think that might be a good idea. We're gonna web one of these guys up. There we go, and then we'll let them come into us. Okay, yeah, I misjudged that a little bit. Okay. Let's go with the stone skin again, and I'll put it on this stronger warbear unit here. Okay, that one's going to die, so I'm going to move them back. Now we're at a little bit of a disadvantage here, I fear. Now we've got 11 mana left and 9 casting skill. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's move these guys out of the way. Now, even with the little bonus that we've got, we should win this. I think I am still going to just get an extra bonus, the attack bonus now. So we're up to 8 melee and 4 armor. So if you remember, the way that the attack works basically is, you'll see here it says melee 30%. This is the chance to hit you get. So what he's going to do is he's going to roll 8 attack dice at 30% chance to hit against, and then each time one of those hits, it will. Yeah, this is how many defense rolls you get, and if you make the chance to defend, it takes it off the hits that you've got, so to speak. So yeah, that's kind of roughly how the combat mechanics work in this. Oh, that was really, really unlucky. I think we've had bad luck here. I think the chances of winning this are quite low now. Oh, we got it. Okay. Okay, so we did actually lose one of our warbear units, but we got 43 mana. Yeah, that's not really... That was a bad exchange. We got choices here, though. Let's see what choices we've got. We can continue exploring. No, we're going to leave. Those guys are going to die, I think. Yeah, they're going to die if we go any further with them. So I think what we'll do here is we're going to get these back into Corndale, and we'll sit them there for the time being. We probably do need some more warbear units up now, or sprites, one or the other. Yeah, I think I'll get some sprites up, and we will transmute some gold into mana in order to kind of fund that. Oops. Yeah, okay. Just going to continue exploring the coastline of this this part of this continent down here. Let's just have a look where we're at with our magic. Okay, so we're putting some into research. We really want more into casting skill. Like, research is like not that important at the start, at least when you've got as many magic books as this. We've got most of the spells that we want early on. Sure, you can rush for a spell that you want if there's a particularly powerful spell. I can't see anything here that's going to be particularly, game winning early on, so I'm not that bothered. I do need to get some kind of libraries up, I think. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a halfling swordsman up here now. I think what we're going to do is we're going to raise our... Oh, wow, we've still got... It's interesting. Maybe we need to get a shrine up. Yeah, I think we should actually move on from building housing now. I probably built housing a little bit too long here. Next thing we want is a marketplace. After the marketplace, we want to get the farmer's market. Sawmill's quite useful though, because it increases forest, but we've only got 1 forest hex. So it's not going to be the best thing to get there. Yeah, we'll go for the marketplace next. Okay. Oh, we've got the option of a hero now. Freya the Thief. Right, okay, she's not the best hero, right, because she doesn't have a ranged attack, and melee heroes are kind of not that good. But this one's come with Charmed, and this is an incredibly good ability. Just have a look at her statistics. You'll see here her resistance is 300%, and, because she's got 30 resistance points. So she's never going to get... Pretty much never go, very, very, very unlikely to get hit by any spells or anything that affects resistance. So actually, this is a really good hero. The problem is we're going to have to give her... I need to figure out what kind of equipment she can use. Is there anywhere where it will tell you that? Usually... So there's basically different equipment you can use. Some of them can use bows or you know, magic staffs for a range attack. I don't know if this one is. I'm not sure if there's any way we can tell. I'll let you guys read the fluff there. She's got halfling blood apparently. Oh, poor woman. Okay, so she's got agility. This increases the armor of the unit by 1 per level. So this is another really good ability. She's actually going to be quite hard to kill. If we get some magic items on her, especially with Charmed, yeah, we're definitely going to hire her. Normally I would wait for one that had a ranged attack. Just using heroes in close combat early on is kind of difficult. Chaos Spawn, Fire Giants, and yeah, we can't do that. Okay, this Halfling Spearman's leveled up. So your kind of non-magical units will level themselves up if they're sat around doing nothing, which is really good. Okay, now we can upgrade the taxes. Look, yeah, we'll just go to 1.5. Like we go from 9, we get an extra 7 gold there. That makes all the difference, by the way, because what we can do is we can always alchemize this extra gold, and in fact that's actually what we're going to do here. It's going to alchemize a little bit more gold here, and then we're going to get some sprites out. Sprites and warbears together are a nice combination because the sprites have a magical attack and the warbears are a decent combat unit. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go into this one here, transfer one of these workers over to a farmer. It's a bit of a shame, but there we go. What have we got here? Sprites. Well, hello there. Okay, so these guys are going to be... they'll be summoned at our casting circle. Summoning circle, sorry, which is currently still at our hometown. Now, there is a spell that enables you to move this. Here we go, look, summoning circle. This is usually the first spell that I will go for, depending on what I'm playing, but I think with Freya, probably not necessarily the best option. Okay. Now, where did I say I was going to put this one? We've got coal here. I think this is going to be a better place just because I think we're going to have better resources. Actually, that hill, look. That hill gives us... Yeah, actually this hill's good because we're going to get more forest. I think that's what I decided, wasn't it? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's the wrong button. Let's build outposts. There we go. Right, we're going to have to build. We're going to have to defend this because I feel that Lopan's not going to be very happy about that. They don't like you settling close to them. He's aggressive as well, and he's also got restless relations with us, so we can expect him to attack us pretty soon. It's possible that we might be able to do some diplomacy. Oh, yeah, no, he's not happy. Look, I actually think that diplomacy in version 1.31 was bugged. It didn't really work, and I don't know if that bugged version has kind of, you know, been used as the template for this one or not. We'd have to question MuHa on that one. I want to say yes. I think that's what's happened. I think they're now. When you read that things like diplomacy was bugged, you have to understand that some of the players, you know, some of the community that made the unofficial mods considered certain things in the game, certain rules in the game that weren't, you know, clearly bugs as bugs. Okay, so for example, the Halflings lucky ability. This one here. Luck adds +1 of all the units roll to all of the units rolls, including attack, armor, and resistance. So what happens with lucky is Halflings normally have 30 melee percentage of melee to attack and 30 to defend, and then they get 70 resistance. But they get an extra 1 because of lucky, and so what this means is, or they get the extra 10% because of lucky. So what this means is that it essentially boosts all their stats. But in the original game, Lucky also gave a minus 10% 2-hit penalty to anything attacking. So it was like a double dip bonus. That's why Halflings were kind of stupidly powerful in the original. And I think that the community consensus, at least as far as the modders were concerned, or the community patch, or the unofficial patch creators were concerned, was that was considered to be a bug. It was like, you know, Simtex kind of couldn't decide whether it was going to be a plus 10% melee to, you know, to chance to hit, or minus to the opponent's chance to hit. So they put both in, and that just made them completely overpowered and stupid. And I think that, so this is an example of where it could be a bug, it could be just working as intended but just bad game design, or it could have just been, you know, an oversight by Simtex because they just kind of forgot about it before release. And I think there's a few little things in the game like that that might have kind of made it over, where some people just seem to think that it's a problem. Some people, you know, like it because it makes the game easy in some way, whatever reasons, you know, that they might like that. So yeah, I'll leave you guys to judge. I did try to promise not to make this Let's Play all about, you know, kind of saying that Caster of Magic's a better game. I still think that Caster of Magic is probably a better game. What I will say is, though, I'm enjoying this immensely, and I'm not just saying that. I'm enjoying MuHa's remake of Caster of Magic immensely. And if you're watching this, by the way, and you've listened to the podcast that Rob and I did, myself, Drexy did on, and Jesse from eXplores on Master of Magic, and it sounds like in that I was kind of being very negative about it because I was saying that I felt that the rule set that MuHa had used wasn't really the best one, and I stand by that. I don't think 1.31 is the best rule set they could have used. What I regret, when I was editing the podcast, I was listening back to it, and what I regret about that is that I really didn't emphasize quite how much I was really enjoying the game, because I am enjoying this a lot. I think it's just really good fun, and I'm genuinely surprised at how well this old rule set is polished up. And I think that, you know, MuHa have made a really good job here. Whatever it is that they've done to the game, they seem to have made a really good, nice job of it anyway, in my opinion. I think we do need to get a little bit more into... yeah, it is time to raise casting power. Because, you know, the more casting power you've got, the more spells you can cast in combat, and, you know, some of the better spells you can cast. This is dreadfully slow with the way that I'm going. But there we go. I don't really need Earth Law. I tend to explore with these guys. I don't really use... I don't know why I'm going for this, to be honest. I think it's just so that it was one of the cheap ones, so that I can kind of unlock the slot a little bit quicker. Let's get some more War Bears up. Yeah, let's get some more. The thing is about... what I will say about Halflings is, because they've got even these... you know, slightly nerfed Halflings, where it seems to me that the caster version, this version doesn't have this extra double dipping penalty, you know, that comes with Lucky, or bonus that comes with Lucky. At least it doesn't say so in the tooltip. So Halflings are actually really good. I can't remember what this guy's using. Yeah, High Men. High Men ain't going to stand a chance against Halflings. And yeah, if that sounds stupid to you, it's completely stupid to me as well. But there you go. What I like about Halflings, and this is kind of, you know, it's kind of lore friendly, you know, in kind of low fantasy lore if you want. They are very, very tanky. They're hard, like they look like they shouldn't be. The problem is they've got this 40% chance to defend, which makes them defend very, very well. They've also got a large shield, so they get a decent armor against melee attacks. They've also got 8 figures and Lucky, so they're actually really, really tanky. The thing is they don't hit very hard, but in my opinion they still overperform somewhat. Let's get some more War Bears up. I think for the price, the one mana per turn that you're going to get, that you're going to cost from, you know, the price of having those War Bears, is probably worth more than getting Stone Skin on one of the existing ones. I like this map, by the way. It's a really, really cool map, this one. I think I was talking about this in the last episode, and I am genuinely impressed at how good... What do we got here? Got a catapult already. Interesting. Okay. I think we're going to go to war then, guys. Yeah, okay. We are at war. He's not declared war on us yet, but we desperately need to get some troops down here because we're going to die otherwise. So I'm going to get Theria the Thief down here as well. We're going to have to start. Let's just build this marketplace fast. We'll get up some halfling spearmen here, and then we're going to send off these halflings to. I've got a nasty feeling that we're going to get attacked. Actually, why are these guys sat here? Night Stalkers and ghouls. Oh, I see. All right, they're sat here because this is a village. Silly me. Yeah, this place is not even grown into a town yet, so. Still no warbears. Okay, gonna have to transmute some gold. Let's just get 25 over. Okay, 1 turn. That's fine. And then we'll send those warbears down. I think if we've got a decent amount of troops with high resistance, the sprites that Lopan's going to send up against us are going to be a little bit ineffective. Okay, so Hillshire here. I think this is this one. I'm actually going to call this Midway just so I remember it. This is some advice I'd give people for playing 4X games. Personalize things, because if you do, not only does it bring you, like, it gives you a closer attachment to the game, so you know it will assist in retaining your attention on the game when things, you know, especially if things start getting quite micromanagement heavy or management heavy. I don't like this confusion between the words micromanagement and management, but I'm going to do a video on this later. But yeah, when the game becomes management heavy later in the game, then I think that it's really important for you to be able to feel a connection with your individual units and your towns and things. So it's really important to, and also it's kind of a mnemonic as well. Like if I know this town's Midway, I kind of know that it's got some kind of visual structure to me in my mind. So I'm like, oh, Midway, okay, yeah, that's that one that's kind of midway between a spur, you know, that's acting as a choke point. The marketplace here has gone up. Let's get this halfling spearman up really fast. I think I'm going to get another one up too. So I'm just going to get a few halfling spearmen up in Corndale. I didn't mean to move all of those. That was my fault here. I can still occasionally do this. It's just me being dumb. Okay. Yeah, because otherwise we're going to have lots of. Yeah, we've actually still got a little bit of unrest here. So the halflings will go up next. This will go up next turn. In fact, we can still put this up because the workers isn't going to make a big problem here. Now, micromanagement, by the way, would be, for example, let's say this turn, I noticed that I've bought out these halfling spearmen, right? So I don't need any more production this turn. So what I could do is I could put the farmers up, increase farm production in this town. Then we can go to somewhere like this one here, Byfields, and then just for 1 turn I could get some extra workers. Well, that's not going to allow me to do that, but that's what I consider to be micromanagement. Okay. Yeah, we can't actually do this because none of we're going over our maximum population. But micromanagement is completely different to what people like. I see people complaining about micromanagement in 4X games, like, oh, I don't like that game, it's got too much micromanagement. No, you're talking about management. It's a completely different thing. Management and micromanagement is a term that's been kind of like been abused a little bit, I feel. Then again, I'm also a pedant when it comes to people talking about save scumming. Save scumming is something very, very different to what people usually use it for. Okay, so we've got a Hyman neutral town here. I'm surprised at the lack of neutral towns on this game. It's really, really unusual to get so few. It's a shame we're on war footing. I really want to get a town out here. In fact, maybe we could do this with Orissa Wood. No, I think here... Sawmill would be good. No, Granary. Definitely Granary. 7 turns. That's going to really help us get more population out here. High Elves grow so slowly. So slowly. But they have a great benefit, and that is that each population gives you 0.5 power. So, you know, you're going to get more power for your population. High Elves are really, really important to have. So, Orissa Wood, yeah, we've just done that one. These guys still want to be on... No, I think we probably want to go for a Builder's Hall now. Yeah, we're still going to get 80 per turn, so let's get the Builder's Hall up as quickly as possible. Yeah, I do think... This guy's... Look, he's got boats coming up as well. Now, he's probably not going to attack me when he sees how many units I've got in here now. And it is quite important for us to show, you know, to build a decent army size. Yeah, let's get another spearman unit going, a veteran spearman unit down here. Oh, this problem with the pathfinding is really annoying. I really, really hate it. Yeah, let's get some settlers up after this next spearman. Question. Why is it that you would spend 8 gold to accelerate this to completion now when you've got when it's only going to be 1 turn anyway? I think the answer to that is that any excess points, what will happen is it will take away excess points from this turn. So sometimes it's worth doing that if you really want to rush stuff through. I think that's the answer, but I might be wrong there. Now let me just check my tax rate. Yeah, I think here, look, back in Corndale, let's just drop the tax rate just down a little bit for a turn. Again, a little bit of micromanagement going on there. It doesn't really bother me. Ah! Ooh, look at this. This is his hometown, and he's only got 2 spearmen and a swordsman guarding it. Ooh, low pan. Giving me a big target like that. Interesting. Okay. I think what we want to do here is maybe just drop the casting skill increase just a little bit and just get a little bit more power. Yeah, we're going backwards in mana because we've actually got quite a lot of stuff summoned. I think we should attack this guy. I think he's going to attack me anyway, and I think that by attacking him, we are actually going to get a town out of it. Now I do need to let's get these fairies over here, and we can go and scout to see how many troops he's got in. I definitely want to get these nature nodes, look. Now, bearing in mind that these guys are going to be stronger. They are really, really strong. So we're going to have to hit it with quite a big stack in order to take these. But these 2 nature nodes are going to really help us. Remember that we've got nature mastery. And we double the magic power attained from nature nodes. Gaining these 2 is going to be critical for our, you know, maintaining a sort of hegemony over the rest of them for the rest of the game, I'd say. Because early on, it's going to give us such a big power boost. And yeah, I think it's time to attack this guy. He doesn't look very strong to me. Yeah, I did see some catapults around here. And it's possible... One thing I'll say about the AI in this game, right, it will use naval attacks. And I had another game where I had a couple of cities, like at the bottom of a peninsula, let's say these 2. And then I had a peninsula going down here, and I sent some troops down. I was fighting a war over a city, and we kept taking it one person would take it, and then the other person would take it back. And the AI snuck some boats up and then attacked my cities here. It was really cool. I don't remember the AI doing that in the. I'll see it doing in Caster definitely, but not in the base game from what I remember. So yeah, I was very, very pleased to see that. I don't think we can. I don't think we can really cast any spells here. Yeah, we probably want to take this one too, this Highman town, if we can. That would probably be quite easy to take. Just a bunch of, if you sent some sprites down there, that could probably do the job. The problem is we just can't really afford it because our power level's so low for this point of the game. I really think that if I take this, yeah, I mean, taking this is going to be hard to take because the fortress every turn it fires out, you know, it attacks basically every turn. But I think while this guy is weak, oops, sorry, I was trying to click on these sprites there. I think that while this guy's weak, this is the time to attack him. Shari's asking for mana. Would you like to trade, my friend? Let's see what we can do. No, we haven't got any mana either, so sorry. Wonder if we can get an alliance with her. No? Okay. Trade treaty, no. Research, no. I've never ever managed to get the AI to give me anything in this. It seems very, very reluctant to give out any kind of trade. I think it's either because I'm too weak or I'm too powerful, and it's going to be reluctant to help out. I wonder if these sprites can take this now. No, it's saying not. So Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I've just walked into that glade without meaning to. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move those sprites back here. Let's get a Halfling Spearman up here and we'll purchase that next turn if we can. Attacking, by the way, attacking a wizard tower with, or attacking an enemy with an undeveloped hero is really, really bad news, by the way. She can get killed quite easily. However, I feel that with such high resistance, I think she's probably safe to do so. It will be quite... I need to check his spell books again and just remind myself of what he might have. Yeah, he's got Chaos, Sorcery and Nature. So Crack's Call, if he had Crack's Call, for example, that could be quite deadly to her. You know, roll a d4, get a 4, and then you're dead, basically. So you just got to be a little bit careful with certain things like that. Halfling settlers, no, I want those settlers still. Bring the war bears down. Okay, we're going backwards in power. Got too much stuff at the moment. If we're going to attack, we need to get a bit of a power base too. A bit of a mana pool, I should say. Okay, we're just kind of circling around this here. Alright, he's got 2 triremes. Now I'm hoping to I'm hoping just to take this. I'm pretty sure I can. I do need to get some mana up though. Get these bears down too. Yeah, this pathfinder is bugging me big time. I'll just move them individually, I think, just to get around that. Ah. Who's this? Oh, it's a neutral unit. Yeah, it's just a... Yeah, it's just an Orc Shaman. Yeah, there's no way you can win this anyway. Let's just play it anyway. I'm interested just to see how this goes. Alright, so we're actually defending a town here. So this is a neutral unit, some orcs that came in. And they're gonna try and kill us with... Now they won't have enough ammunition to be able to win this. They might kill one of our units here. Don't really care if they do. I think he's run out of ammo now. No, they got 1 more ammo. I don't think they can. I don't think he'll be able to kill that unit. Okay, this is not looking good. Let me just see what I can do. Oh, I can't do anything here. All right, we might lose this. Come on. Come on. Okay, we got it. All right. It was looking a bit scary there for a minute, but yeah, we got it. Let's have a look in this nature node. Yeah, we're going to want to get that eventually. Okay, she's using Clacons here. Oh, she's got orcs too. Interesting. Okay, he's got 3 triremes now. He seems to be building up for an attack here. Okay, this is a decent attacking force. What we need to do now is we need to alchemize some gold. What are we going to want? Casting skill is 23, so 46 minimum. Yeah, and I think we should take this off him. Like, he's just leaving that relatively undefended. This is a bad idea. Now, just bear in mind that this will lock us in. We might find that he's actually, now that we've got some troops on his gate. No, he doesn't want to talk to us. He's aggressive. We can't be friends with him. He's going to be really difficult to be friends with. I think that war is going to be the way here. Okay. All right, folks, I've run over time a little bit, so I'm going to end the episode there. Hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, what do you think about Master of Magic? Let me know. Take care, guys.